me, there's no compression algorithm for experience. The coders have not figured out how to write an algorithm for experience. You cannot write an algorithm for my 50 years of experience. You cannot write an algorithm of the tens of thousands of deals I've looked at. You can't write an algorithm for the thousands of financial presentations I've made. Kids are not programmed for success. Why? Because your parents weren't successful. Kids don't do what parents tell them to do. They do what they see their parents do. I still work 60, 70 hours a week, and I don't even consider it working, and I haven't had to work in 35 fucking years. But when my dad retired as an LAPD cop, 28 years, he had 700 statutory leave days he didn't take. Now, for those of you that can divide 28 into 700, he never took a fucking day off in 28 motherfucking years. In those days, you could get a check for it. Now you lose them after 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. So I had a father that never took a day off and worked like a fucking dog. I.e., what do? I don't take a day off and I work like a fucking dog. And what do? Because your weenie vagina parents are lazy cunts, you're a lazy cunt. And you're gonna breed lazy cunts. When your parents, when you were growing up, a lot of you kids were told you can be anything you want. That's a load of shit. Unless you went to Stanford, an Ivy League school, Georgetown, you're a Kennedy, a Clinton, a Rockefeller, you can't be anything you want. That's a load of shit. That's a cheap cliche. Why did they tell you that? So you wouldn't have your feelings hurt. And the little grammar school, Doris Place Grammar School, is the school that I tried to kill my teacher in when I was in grade school. I tried to kill my teacher in the 5th grade. I'm not bragging about it. If it wasn't by the grace of Allah and he didn't move 6 or 7 inches, I dropped an aquarium from the 2nd floor on him, 45, 50-pound aquarium, and he moved. And so I caved his shoulder, clavicle, his shoulder was down where my hip is. But if I had killed him, I wouldn't be standing here today. So I feel that it's destiny for me to drag sorry cunts across the goal line. And I have 50, 60, 70 things just like that. I should be dead right now. They can't kill me. Nobody can kill me. The high performance people. It's not a journey. It's a process. You find somebody that's out there who is where you want to be in certain areas of your life. And you model what he has done and what he's teaching you, coaching you, and mentoring you to do. I copied, mimicked, modeled Andrew Carnegie. I'm not the one that figured this all out. Andrew Carnegie, the little wee Scotsman who comes from right down the road from my castle, he came up with this methodology in the late 1800s. But it's not being taught anyplace. The investment banks don't want to use it because there's hardly any fees associated to it. And there's nobody teaching it but me. 20, 25 years ago, I told Sally, in 5 years they'll be copying me. And then 5 years passed. And then 10 years passed. And then 15 years passed. And 25 years passed. And nobody's still teaching it. One of the reasons is because nobody's done the deals. The other is that people that know how to do it don't want you to know how to do it because then you compete with them. A lot of my mentees wouldn't talk to you. They wouldn't piss on your face if it was on fire because they're selfish. I'm on board, pull up the gangplank. Does everybody understand? I'm on board, you can fucking drown. A few of the mentees are willing to share, but you don't have to look for them to share. All you have to do is go on my website and it's free.